All right, good evening, friends. Welcome to the unpredictable to predictable session on this evening of 1st February. Good evening, Vishnu, Deep Narayan, Hansika, Harmandeep Kaur Shergill, Dentist Who Vlogs, Deep Priya, Rahul, Samriddhi, Dr. Libra, Samira. Good evening, everyone. Uh, so if 31st January would have been your NEET 2025 date as it was predicted to be, as it was declared as a tentative date, then today we would have been doing a recall and we would have been analyzing the paper, how it was. But unfortunately, the paper did not happen. There was no notification for the date of exam. There was no notification for prospectus. There was no forms rolling out. There was no admit card, no nothing. All right. So now what do we do? All right. The kind of messages that I'm getting from a lot of you is, ma'am, I have done my preparation very nicely. Now because of this lag, I am stuck. Some people say, ma'am, I've joined SR ship, or sorry, I've joined JR ship in this college, in that college, from Kedarnath to VMMC, and I am preparing for 25 and I've lost the motto. How do I restart? Some of you have done very good preparation all around the year. Some of you are actually in the stage that please take an exam in the next 15 days because we are prepared. Some of you, on the other hand, have done some preparation but not up to the mark. Some of you were interns, some of you were post-interns, some of you were not sure whether you will give exam this year or will you sit again, take a drop for 26. So we are a mixed batch of people who do not have a predictable date for exam. And today in this session, I'm going to give you all a solution that will suit you, that will help you sit for the NEET exam with good preparation. All right. Now, there are two ways from here. If I see, how we can proceed from here, I can see two ways. All right. The first way is why us? Why dental students? Why no regulations? Why pattern change? So this is one way. Ask doubts, be angry, write mails, write letters to NBE. Why you are doing this with us? Why you are not giving us a date? Why dental students? Why there are no regulations? Why the pattern keeps changing? Get angry, waste your time. And suddenly the date is announced and you feel, oh, abhi tak to date nahi de rahe the, now suddenly they have given us a date. So this is one way. All right. Second way is be smart, be prepared for any date that can be announced. All right. Now when I say any date, it cannot be tomorrow. NBE can't say that tomorrow is NEET MDS exam. No, that cannot happen. There are certain things which are predictable. There are certain things which are unpredictable. Now, what we can do is we can be prepared. And that is exactly what we are going to do. We are not going, this is the first thing. All right. If you keep asking questions, when, why, how, from morning motivation session to Telegram groups, to personal chats, to Instagram messages, to WhatsApp messages, I get at least 20-30 questions of why. And all I have to tell you guys is please do not waste your time on why. Spend your time on how. Okay, now how you can be prepared in such a way that you don't waste time, because it is unpredictable not just for you, for every student who is going to sit for MDS exam, for NEET MDS. It's unpredictable for everybody. Whether it's an easy exam, it's for everybody. Whether it's a tough exam, it's for everybody. Whether it is unpredictable, it is for every one of you. It just depends on whether you're wasting time on thinking why, when, how, or you are prepared for whatever comes. And a lot of things in life will be surprised, will be in a surprise format, right? So we have to be prepared. Now, every good student, every hard-working student needs an endpoint. All right, if I was preparing for my AIPG 2012, okay, which is like NEET at that time, I knew that, okay, 12th January 2012 is going to be my exam. And that was my frame of mind. I had an end point. I knew that this is going to be the last day of my study. After that, I'm going to take a break, I'm going to travel, I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to eat this, I'm going to eat that. I had an end point. It is very important to have an end point in our mind, which is why exam dates are announced early. All right. Now, since NEET is not our end point yet, what we can do smartly is take our endpoint as the INI-CET May 2025 exam, which is definite, which is scheduled, which the timetable you can see on the AIMS website, which is on 18th of May 2025. All right, we know this date. All right, if not NEET, we know that 18th May is a prospective endpoint. What is the endpoint? We want to know that what is the end of our studies. It can be NEET, it can be INI. All right, and अगर बहुत अत्याचारी नहीं हुए authorities, then somewhere from today, from 1st Feb to 18th May, somewhere in between will lie your NEET exam. All right, somewhere in between these two dates is going to be your NEET exam. So let us do this. The first thing we have to keep in mind is that let 18th May be the last day of my study. I have done 2 months of study. I have done 8 months of study. I have done 1 year of study. I was a dropper. I have done 1.5 years of study. Whatever it is, let us take 18th May as our end point. And now let's proceed. All right. So, Soilovari is asking me certain things are not in our hands. What can we do is to keep reading daily as if the exam is next week. Yes, and you can be a little more prepared than the next week. So, if I take 18th May as the end point of my studies, which is the INI-CET May 2025 exam, which is already there on the website, the date. Broadly speaking, I have 15 weeks in my hand. All right, I have week 1 from 2 to 8 Feb. I always start the week on a Sunday. All right, I always begin the week on a Sunday for ease because the exam is usually on a Sunday. NEET, the last to last time was on a Friday, but INI-CET is always on Sundays. All right, these INI-CET exams are on Sundays. So let us start with Sunday. So tomorrow, 2nd Feb is a Sunday. So 2 to 8 Feb, first week. 9 to 15th Feb is second week. Like that, we have around 15 weeks. All right. What can be the NEET date? All right. Now let's think it that way. How can the NEET now announce its new date? All right. Usually, they give around 1.5 to 2 months for form filling, choice of center allocation, and admit cards. Usually, the authorities also need that much time to, take the registrations, to reject and accept the registrations, to give the cities for exam as center and for your admit card. So they also need around 1.5 to 2 months. So starting today, we can assume that the exam can be somewhere around 16th March. So one prospective date is 16th March. See, having said this, this is all hypothetical. I am not saying, I am not claiming that I've talked to any authorities or I know the dates. No, I don't know the dates. I know people who are there. We talk, but I am not saying that this will be the date. Okay, prospective dates. Kya ho sakta hai? What can be? All right. So one is that if immediately in the first week of Feb, they announce the dates, it can be earliest, it can be mid-March, which is around 16th March. All right. Then next, maybe if not March, end of March, so maybe it can be around 6th April. So it can be any date, all right, any Sunday or any weekday also, but taking prospective dates, all right. Or maybe it is the first week of May, so maybe it is 4th May. Maybe they try to club it with the NEET PG, all right. Maybe they take it anywhere in between. All right. So considering this, which is the earliest date? On which day can you have the exam earliest? That is 16th March. Okay, this is the earliest when you can have your NEET MDS exam. Okay, so first till 16th March we have two dates. Right now we have two dates. We have a prospective, tentative, probable date for NEET, which is 16th March, and we have a date for INI. I would really recommend everybody who has worked hard and who has worked sincerely till now to go for INI-CT in your mind. Okay? It's a similar preparation. 80% of the preparation is similar. Yes, 20% is different. But if you target INI-CT, NEET will not be very difficult for you. Alright? So everybody who has worked hard, whose preparation is good, who have done 2 to 3 revisions, please target INI-CT as your exam. Alright? Because a lot of aspirants give the November INI. Very few people actually sit for May INI. Okay, because all the good students, all the intelligent students have already cleared NEET and have already joined college by this time. Alright, and rest of the students are new aspirants. So May INI-CT, the competition in this exam is slightly less than the competition in November INI-CT, where almost everybody is well prepared. Okay, so anybody, you have a very golden opportunity. I'll give you my personal example. I got an All India rank of 6 in NEET in January. My seniors, my professors in AIMS, where I was a JR at that time, they told me, please sit for INI. You've got a 6th rank All India, you can crack INI. But I was too tired of studying. I said, no, enough. I have got a good rank, I'll get a good college, I'll get my branch of choice. I don't want to sit. And this is exactly what happens with most of the toppers. They don't want to go through that drill again. They are happy with the seat. They've got a branch of their choice. They've got a city. They've got a college of their choice. They will not sit for INI-CT. So the competition is slightly lesser. So all of you who have prepared well, do aim INI-CT as your target exam. Moving forward from this, so now you broadly have 15 weeks. Alright? Understand your stage of preparation. Like I said, if you are well prepared, what is the meaning of well prepared? That means you have done around 3 revisions of NEET by now. Go for INI-CT, prepare on the whole. Whenever NEET comes, take a 1 or 2 weeks break from your INI-CT schedule and prepare for NEET specific. Alright? Students who are partially prepared. Partially prepared means around 1 revision. That means they have done 1 time the syllabus. Some subjects they have done 2 times. It's a golden opportunity to finish your syllabus and be well prepared for NEET as well as INI. Alright. And students who are not well prepared, who are not prepared properly, who don't know which way to go, it will be a trial exam for you. Okay, this will be a trial. You will see how you fare. Try and finish your revisions, and especially the ones who are not well prepared, you can start zero by preparing for INI-CT. It's a tougher exam, but you will know how exams are, how to sit for exams, because now the pattern is similar. It is going to be a 4 sections exam. There will be a timer for every section. You cannot go back to the previous section, and the pattern has become same. So for a pattern testing, you can take the NEET and INI and prepare similarly. Alright, so depending on the stage of your preparation, you restart your journey. Alright. So if I have to make a proper timetable, alright, this is a timetable. You guys can take a screenshot. You can, ask for that timetable in the comment box. We'll be happy to share the timetable. So this is one timetable which I think is most feasible for most of the students. Okay. Divide your study into weeks. Alright. First week, every Sunday, make sure that you give an exam. Now most of you will say, ma'am, we have already given all the exams. So don't worry, we are giving you more GTs. We are giving you a lot of GTs, a lot of practice grand tests, so that you can, practice more and more the exam in the new pattern, in the latest pattern, till the time the prospectus is announced. As soon as the prospectus is out, the definite pattern of exam is out, we will modify it according to the latest prospectus. Alright. So starting tomorrow, you can give your first GT. So that will give you a whole syllabus revision. Alright. Then do 3 subjects in a week. 1 subject in 2 days. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, you can do anatomy, or maybe if you have finished your GT in the morning of the Sunday, in the evening of Sunday, you can do half day, and in the next day, you can do anatomy. Like that, any pattern you can choose. 2 days, do anatomy. Do a related subject. I always tell this in my orientation sessions. Never go for random subjects. Do related subjects, because it will help you remember things much better. If you do anatomy before surgery and oral surgery, your memory of general surgery and oral surgery will be much better. So do anatomy with surgery, both surgery subjects. Do physio-biochem along with medicine and pharma. Do DADH with cons, endo and dental materials. Do oral path, general path, micro, OMR, because these are related subjects. Then whatever remains, you can choose according to your likings. Pedo, ortho, prostho, perio, PhD, whatever combination. Pedo, PhD also you can do, because a lot of topics are overlapping. Perio, PhD also you can do. Okay. And assuming that 16th will be maybe your NEET exam, you can do your final revision in the last few days. Alright. Along with the NEET GTs, as soon as the NEET GTs get over, we're going to give you INI CT GTs. A lot of inset GTs with discussion, because the pattern in INI CT is slightly difficult. Okay. So we will give you the GTs with discussion. Okay. So that will help understand the concepts behind every question in detail. Next few weeks, so after the 6th week, you have done 1 full revision of all the subjects. कैसे करेंगे मैम? 2 दिन में एक subject कैसे होगा? Don't worry, I'm going to tell you that in a few minutes. How will you do 1 subject in 2 days? I'm going to tell you that also. Just understand the whole timetable first. Now, if the exam does not happen in this week, if NEET does not happen on 16 March or anywhere related to it, take a break. Alright, take a small break, 1 or 2 days break. Come back. Alright. Again, in the next 4-5 weeks, do the same thing. Again, 2 days per subject, do the revision. Alright, along with the GTs. Now the GTs will be INI GTs, because that's the next exam which is definitive. So INI GTs, All India mock, where you will get an All India ranking. INI GT3, INI GT4, again an All India mock with an All India ranking. And in this way, you are doing the full syllabus revision 2 times. 4 NEET GTs, 6 INI GTs in this much time, 2 times. Alright. Last 2 weeks, you will do only the things that you are forgetting. Questions from PYQs that you're forgetting, important points and notes that you're forgetting, questions in GT that you forgot, and again PYQ. So most important, like I say, is a PYQ. So in the last 2 weeks, we will just do the most important things that you're forgetting in the last 2 weeks. Whatever questions you forget, you can put them in a custom question bank. You can just revise those questions so that you don't have to go through the full syllabus again and again and again. Okay. So this is your timetable. This is how you will kind of split your whole syllabus in 2 parts. So you can revise 2 times and do every subject in 2 days. Now the next question, ma'am, how will I do a subject in 2 days? So I always divide the subject or the studies into 2 parts. Okay. One is the active learning part. Okay. And another is the passive learning part. Okay. I can see a lot of questions coming up there. I will take each and every question of all of you after I finish. Most of you will get your answers here. And if you don't get your answers, I will come back to your questions. All right. Just give me a second. Okay. So I will come back to your questions very soon after we finish this. All right. Yeah. Okay. So divide your preparation, divide your study into two parts. Active and passive. Now what is active? Active is when you do the question yourself. Okay? When your mind is active, when you are using your brains to think whether option A is correct, option B is correct, C is correct, or D is correct. Alright? Active learning includes PYQs. Active learning includes grand tests or any tests. Alright? And active learning includes quizzes. We do a lot of quizzes. I'm going to tell you about some new quizzes we are coming up with. Quizzes in the app, quizzes in the Telegram group. So this is active learning. Do this in the morning, when the mind is fresh, when you are alert, and please make your mornings not later than 7 a.m. Your exam is going to be 9 to 12. So if you get up later than 7 a.m., your body clock will not be set for the exam. So please get up not later than 7 a.m. If you can get up at 6 or 5, it's even better. So set your body clock accordingly. Okay? Okay, my screen is blurred. Can all of you see properly? I'm audible and visible. Okay, all right. Okay, so get up at any time before 7 a.m., not later than 7 a.m. Okay, so that time, morning time, do the active learning. Okay, now what comes under passive learning? Listening to videos, even reading the notes, doing test and discussion. So the discussion part of the test and discussion. So test is in the morning, which is active. But listening to the discussion, listening to the videos, reading the notes, this comes under passive learning. Okay. I will really recommend that you take the passive learning to the evening. Do any passive learning in the morning. Sorry, do any active learning in the morning. Do passive learning in the evening. If you are getting bored, or if you're getting tired, mix and match. Okay, if you're doing, say, suppose you're doing a GT. After that, you're tired. Come back to the notes. Read the notes. Okay, in the evening, if you're bored of doing notes, or bored of listening to the videos, or tired, not bored. It'll never be boring, but it'll be tiring. Okay, not audible? Am I not audible now? Please check. Yeah, I think it's clear now. All right, okay. So, in the evening, also you can mix and match. Okay, so if you are doing videos, if you are listening to videos, do a quiz. We'll give you a 7-minute, 10-question quiz. Okay, take these quizzes. Now, quiz also, we have increased some quizzes. I'm going to give you a Telegram quiz, which is there for everybody, whether you are a DBMCI student, whether you're not a DBMCI student. The Telegram group gives you a quiz. The app gives you a vital quiz, which is a PYQ based quiz. Okay, where you can revise and re-revise and re-revise your PYQs. And I'm going to give you a notes based quiz. Very, very important for revising your notes. Whether you are doing the DBMCI notes, whether you are doing the outside, whatever your notes, your own handwritten notes, we are going to give you a notes-based quiz. What are these notes? These notes are a compilation of the video lectures, which includes the most important topics of the last 10 years. And these will be based on the INI-CET most important topics. So, notes-based quiz also, these will be the fillers between your passive learning. So if you are doing a video, do a 10-minute vital quiz. You are doing notes, do a 10 minutes note-based quiz. You are doing discussion of the test and discussion, do a quick Telegram quiz. And that is how you kind of keep exchanging your active and your passive learning. All right. Everybody, can you just refresh your YouTube and tell me if I am audible or not? I'll take a pause here. Studio team can also let me know in the YouTube chat if I'm audible properly. Studio team, am I audible? You guys can refresh your YouTube or join the link again. Ruhani, Kashish, Shivangi, Please tell me if I'm audible or not. Okay. Apurva is saying that I'm audible. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that now I'm audible. Okay. So this way you have to keep yourself active. You have to keep yourself engaged. Shift or exchange your active and passive learnings, but broadly do active things like tests, PYQs, quizzes in the morning. Do passive learnings in the evening or whenever you're saturated or tired. All right. Also, everything happens for the good. They say, जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, अच्छा होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. So consider this delay in your NEET preparation as an why is it an opportunity? First, it's an opportunity for you to set your body clock. Try to get up early. All right. Eat at the same time every day. Sleep at the same time every day. Set your body clock. You will not imagine how important this is, not just for your exam, but for everything in life. And this is the time you can learn it. All right. Everybody who is doing clinical work, everybody who is or who was doing clinical work because of internship, because of JR-ship, because of say any clinical work that you have joined, any job you have joined, please, you've done enough or you will be doing enough all your life. Stop it right now. God has given you an opportunity to study. So this is an opportunity of 6 months. Stop your clinical work and focus only and only and only on studies. Third thing, weddings, festivals, functions. Why am I telling you all this? Because a lot of students give me guilty calls. Ma'am, I had a wedding in the family, I wasted 10 days. This is an opportunity. Enjoy your wedding guilt-free. Enjoy your friend's wedding, your sibling's wedding in a guilt-free manner. But come back to your studies fully refreshed and fully, recharged. All right? And clear your doubts. Any doubts you were mugging up. You were mugging up certain things. No, don't mug up. Clear your doubts. Clear your concepts. Clear your facts. Remember your facts. Read the notes so that you know that, this can be a very good mnemonic to remember. Somebody was asking me about pharma. Dr. Saurabh has given such great mnemonics, such great DOCs that you can remember things very, very easily. So take this time as an opportunity to set things right. All right. What you can do in this time is, apart from the revision videos. Okay, now what are revision videos? Those who don't know, revision videos are every subject compiled in 5 to 6 hours maximum. So just 5 to 6 hours you can revise the whole subject. Test and discussion. There is a test for every subject that covers the whole syllabus, broadly the most important topics, and there is a discussion of every question at the end. Grand tests. Previously, grand tests have been there, which will be there in the app, plus new grand tests, which I have just discussed. Alright, I will be sharing the timetable also. Quizzes. I just told you the 3 types of quizzes you will have. Alright. Doubt solving sessions. And mentorship session. You guys know about the mentorship session in the morning. We revise, we talk, we discuss. A lot of things are done. All the latest updates, everything will be there in this. Whatever you need in this time, it will be there. Plus NEET and INI. Not just NEET. NEET plus INI. Alright. So this is how your daily tests will be seen. Every day there will be 10 questions from the PYQs. You have to solve it within 7 minutes. Alright, because if we see the average, the exam usually takes every question in 40 seconds. You have to answer every question in 40 seconds. If the pattern is 180 minutes, 240 questions. Alright. So 7 minutes, 10 questions every day in the app. Do it in between. Do it in the morning. Do it in the saturation time. but do revise. This is how you can revise all the PYQs in this time. Notes based quiz. Like I said, this will not be every day. You are doing one subject in 2 days. So 2 days per subject. So according to the timetable that I have given you, anatomy, general surgery, oral surgery, following the exact same timetable, you will have a quiz on every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So MWF, you will have a notes based quiz. Again, 10 questions, 7 minutes. And there will be an explanation from the notes which will revise your image based memory. Oh, I have seen this in the notes. I forgot the answer. Now I will remember it. Okay, so to increase your notes memory, which is the most important resource for your exam, we have come up with this note based quiz which will be there on MWF. The schedule I have already shared with you. We can share you again. Okay, so it will be there on the app. This is the timetable for the NEET tests, the NEET grand tests, 4 grand tests. We will also have an extra test which is the All India mock depending on the date of the exam. So whenever the date of the exam will be announced, depending on that, we will be having an All India mock which will be free to all the students of the country, and you will have an All India ranking with that. Okay. Again, similarly for NICT, I have told you there will be practice GTs. All the practice GTs are with discussion. You will have a discussion of every question in the GT by the original guru. Alright, so every question will be crystal clear and these are high yield questions. Okay, plus 2 mocks which will give you an All India ranking also. Okay, so this is the timetable, and those who are not yet enrolled with DBMCI, not yet enrolled with us, you can avail all these facilities in the Revision Pro version 2. Okay. All the lecture revision videos, complete test and discussion access, grand tests, last 10 year PYQs, daily mentorship, doubt solving, everything. Even if you don't have notes in this, you will have the access to the notes based quiz, so that you can have an indirect access to the notes, because now if you have not read with us, you might not have the time to read all the notes. Okay, so this is about your preparation. And I think this is one of the best ways which I feel you can go ahead with. If you have any suggestions or any questions, we are open to discussions now, and I will be taking your questions now one by one, starting from the top. Okay, so should we revise INI-CT previous papers along with NEET PYQs? Yes, Aparajita, now the timetable that you are making, definitely you should start doing both. When the NEET date is announced, that time we will give a pause to the INI-CT PYQs. We will continue multiple times with the NEET PYQs. For now, yes, you have to do the INI-CT PYQs also. So Dr. Amrinder Singh is asking me, how should I approach in the last 3 months? This is exactly what I've told you, how you should approach, how you should revise. And I think with the video, you must have understood how to revise. All right. Okay. INI-CT GT discussion will be there for Revision Pro students also. Yes. All the Revision Pro students get whatever GT discussions are there. So every GT we are not discussing. 4 out of 6 GTs we are discussing. 2 we are giving you an All India rank. We are not discussing that. Although you can ask your doubts from that. You can read the explanations. They will be with explanations. So you will understand everything. But 4 GTs will be with discussion for Revision Pro students also. For every student. Okay. It's very difficult to do Ratta of Pharma. Please guide about this. So see, even for me it was very difficult. Okay. Pharma, I think biochemistry, dental materials, to some extent medicine, every subject, classifications of all the subjects, these are Ratta based things, beta. It's not important to have a very good memory to do Ratta. It's important to do Ratta many times. So I was not the most intelligent person in the class, but I was hardworking. Or anybody who gets a good rank is hardworking. NEET or INI are not exams of intelligence. These are exams of hard work. So for Ratta, make a paper or make a note of things that you're forgetting, write it down and read it every day or every alternate day. So that's how you can do Ratta. That's how you can, you might not feel that you remember everything, but exam mein yaad aa jayega. You will remember in exam. All you have to do is revise things at least 3 to 4 times. If you have read it 3 to 4 times, you may not have the confidence before exam, but you will remember in the exam. So make it a target that at least 3 to 4 times I will revise. All right. I hope that answers your question, Meet. What is the strategy for INI? How is it different from NEET? So Prapti, I have just told you the strategy for INI. This is all we have to do for INI. Nothing else. Nothing new, nothing else. Even the notes-based quiz which I am giving you, which we are giving you, is from the most important topics of INI CT. So there is nothing new that you have to do. The GTs are different. The GTs will make the pattern different, the topics different. So the GTs will take care of your preparations parallelly. There's nothing more you need to do for INI CT. Okay? Are there any subjects that I can leave, like biochemistry, general path and radiology? So Gayatri, for NEET, you should not leave any subjects, because NEET, every subject has equal weightage. There will be 14 questions from every damn subject. Alright? It's just that two group of subjects, that is physiobiochem and pathomicro, in combination will have 14 questions. Alright? So that there can be more in physio and less in biochem, or say more in patho, less in micro. So only these are the two combinations that are two subjects together. So you can say half weightage of every subject. You can give a little less time to these subjects, but having said that, the questions will be equal in NEET. Rather, medicine and surgery have one extra question only. They have 15 questions each. Till now, till the prospectus of today. Okay, if the prospectus has a change, then things will change. But till today, every subject has equal weightage in NEET and INI. Alright. For INI, yes, you have certain subjects which are slightly more important. We have already done a discussion of that in the YouTube channel. You can find that link and see which are the more important subjects in INI CT. Also, the GT which we give you for INI CT does not have equal weightage for every question. It exactly simulates. So dental clinical subjects are much more in INI CT. That is why you will see that in INI GT, dental clinical subjects have more questions. Alright, and whatever is the pattern in the last few years, we follow the same pattern. Okay, so the GT will automatically take care of what is important and what is less important. Okay, Gayatri, I hope that answers your question. In NEET GT, All India rank is not there. It will be there in the All India mock. It will not be there in every GT, because it gives depression to a lot of students, and because of your requests, we have stopped giving ranks in every GT of the last stage. Okay, this is the last stage for NEET. So in this stage, we will not give you a rank. Only in the All India mock, we will give you a rank. Okay, for your own good. It's very easy for me to give you a rank, but we will not give you that. Okay. Revision Pro will be active till NEET MDS 2025. So this depends on your validity, Rahmat. Depending on what validity you have purchased, your product will be active till that time. Okay, and what more questions? So I think can you increase it to 20? What do you want me to increase to 20? Darshit Vaza, your question is not clear. INI CT GT discussions will be there for Revision Pro. Yes, I've already answered that. I had 1000 rank in November INI. Is it possible for selection in May INI, or should I target November? NK, it is very, very possible for you to crack May INI. Okay, it is very much possible. A 1000 rank in November INI is a very, very decent rank. Okay, it's a very good rank. Definitely you should try for May INI. Can you increase the number of questions in the app to 20? No, I don't think you should do it, because these are filler quizzes. Okay, if you want to do more questions, you can do it from the PYQ section. You can do it from the GT. You can do it from the SWT. You can do it from the PCT. You have a lot of sources for more questions. If you want to do 20 questions, you can do the vital quiz and the notes-based quiz together. So, okay, but quiz has to be short. I can't give you a 20 questions quiz. We'll do a 20 questions PYQ. We'll do a 20 questions note-based quiz. Sorry, 10 questions each. So that becomes 20. All right. Darshit. How many complete subjects in 2 days? How to complete subjects? So I just told you, Drishti. If you have done the revision videos, okay, maybe I didn't explain this. So in 2 days, you can choose a combination. Okay. You can do revision video with PYQs, that is the subject PYQs. You have a separate subject wise PYQ also. Okay, let me write it down here for clarity. How to do a subject in 2 days. Revision video, test and discussion, notes, PYQ of the subject. Okay. These are the 4 things you can do in 2 days. Any combination you can choose. Now, in that combination, this is compulsory. ये होना ही होना चाहिए. Alright. This is compulsory. Without PYQs of the subject, you cannot complete the subject revision in 2 days. If you have done it before with explanation, do just the questions. If you have not done it with explanation, do it with the explanations. Alright. And with this, you can choose any combination. If you have done revision videos before, don't do revision videos, do TND. If you have done TND before, don't do TND, or do only the questions which you went wrong. Okay, do only the wrong questions of TND. Just revise those questions and do the revision videos. If you have done both revision videos and TND, come back to the notes. It is very useful. Mind you, it is very useful to do notes at this point. Alright, so you can choose any 2 things from these 4 things, but don't leave PYQs. One of the things has to be PYQs. It is active learning, do it in the morning. And out of these 3, you can choose any combination to do that subject in 2 days. Alright. Drishti, I hope that answers your question. Please share the timetable part again. So I will put it in the comment box. You can just comment timetable. So the team will share the timetable with all of you. So it will help you. If you want, I will just put it again. So you can take a screenshot, but some of it will be hidden behind me. So you can take a screenshot like that. And this is for the next week. And if you want, I will share this in the comments. All right. Yes, notes-based quiz will be there in the eGurukul app, Anusha. You can access it in the app very easily. All right. How to cope up with general anatomy, forgetting it again and again. Like I said, Sakshi, any factual subject, revision is the key. You have to revise. There is no shortcut. Do listen to the videos of Dr. Ashwini or even Dr. Mona Lisa. You will be very, very happy to see how things are easy. All right. Revise the PYQs first, then revise other things. All right. So revise it again and again and again. You will forget it till one day before exam also. You may feel that I'm not sure, whether I will remember or not. That happens even with the first ranker. Even if I'm the first ranker, or even if you are the first ranker, just before exam, you will not be so sure. It's okay. Just make sure that you have done 3 to 4 revisions. 3 से 4 revision कर लिए, so you can sit confidently in the exam. Just remember one thing. The topper score is around 65 to 70%. That is the topper's score. Alright. And 60% are the PYQs in exam, or the PYTs. So only if you target the PYTs, the PYQs, you will be close to the top. Alright. So don't worry, you will remember. All you have to do is 3 to 4 revisions. That's it. Alright. Which Telegram group is there for tests? You said I am not a DBMCI member. It's called DBMCI MDS Premier Group. The team can share the link of the group here. Anybody can join the group for a daily quiz. Alright. Grency, I hope that answers your question. Please have a series of classification. So NK, we are already doing syndrome-based questions, syndrome-based quizzes, syndrome-based discussion, image-based discussions, classification-based discussions, or value-based questions or numerical-based questions discussions in the quizzes, in the morning motivation sessions. We are doing these kind of tests also in the app. So all this is already going on. If you are a student, You should join the morning motivation where we are already doing all these activities. Okay? How to revise the past papers? You should do the last 10-year papers. Ideally, last 10 years is relevant. I also tell this to the students who ask me doubts from 2002, 1995. Please do not read irrelevant content. Do not read questions from before 2014-13. It is irrelevant. If you read something, the answer is given A. But in today's era, the answer might be B, because that's a better answer. That's a better procedure. So please don't do questions older than 10 years. Last 10 years is more than enough. Alright, you should do just that. What if we start now? Can we crack through still? See, that depends on how you have prepared in your profs. Henlo yellow. If you have been a very, very sincere and a concept understanding student in your profs, nothing is impossible. Okay, you can do it. But if you're starting from zero, if you're reading anatomy from the start, if you're reading physio, biochem, medicine from the start, you can give it a try. You can give it a try with NEET, but you can be more sure about in 2026. All right, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but that depends on how well prepared you are till now. Okay, so Henlo yellow, I hope that answers your question. Can I extend my validity? Definitely, you can purchase an extension of your validity. The team will help you, Varun. What about 2.3 thousand rank in INI-CT? 2.3 thousand rank in INI-CT means you have done some preparation. It means you stand somewhere. See, even qualification in INI-CT tells that you are in the track. So even a 2.3 thousand rank tells that you are in the track. All right. Now you have to win in the track. So you need revisions. All you need is revisions. All right. So you are on track. Okay. Sharath is saying I got a 321 in last INI-CT and 812 in NEET MDS. From my experience, it's not always the amount of right answers that's important, but the amount of negative marking. Exactly. That is an absolutely right statement. I'll give you one last example here. I had a lot of friends when I was doing JR-ship in AIMS back in 2011. I had a lot of friends. I will not take their names. They are very successful prosthodontists and clinicians at this point. Some of them are associate professors in various AIMS. But they used to clear AIMS exam every time. So every 6 months, they used to clear the AIMS exams and used to come back at AIMS Delhi as a JR. But they could not clear NEET. Okay? 3 attempts, they cleared NEET, but not with a good rank, not with a government seat. But they cleared INI with a very good rank. They didn't get PG, but they used to get JR-ship. And in the 4th attempt, they cleared INI-CT with a top rank also. What I'm trying to say here is there are 2 things. First is the pattern of exam. They understood the pattern of INI-CT. They knew that pattern here. So every time they could clear it. So know the pattern of the exam is very important, which is what gave you a 321 rank. I am really advising you, please give the May INI-CT. Sharath, we can be sitting across on a table taking interview. You could be a prospective topper of INI-CT. Please take the INI-CT May. Alright, because you know the pattern. A 321 rank comes only when you know the pattern. Plus, practice the exam. Why you had a 812 in NEET is probably because you lagged the number of tests that you gave for practice. The more you practice the test, the actual format, okay, the more is your rank going to be. Okay, so if say Usain Bolt is the fastest man on earth, the reason is because he's practicing that race every day. He's timing himself every day. That's exactly what you have to do. You have to practice the actual test in the form of a GT again and again and again. So these are the only 2 things a topper needs to do. Understand the pattern, which will come with, studying the subject and doing the PYQs, and give the tests. All right. So Sarath, what you're saying is absolutely right. Amount of negative marking will reduce the more you give the test. So you will know where to take a calculated risk and take a risk or take a judgment call in a doubtful question, and where to leave. that judgment of leaving an answer will come with practicing of tests. So your negatives will reduce automatically. All right? Okay. This was the strategy for students who are well prepared. What about partially prepared students, like who had done some subjects 2 to 3 times? That's exactly what I'm saying, Prapti. You can choose from the 4 things. If you have done everything once, you have listened to the videos once, you have done your PYQs once, now you have to do it again. Now you will choose, say, TND and PYQs. Now you will choose the things which you have not done before. Okay, and you will be slower than your friends. If you see the timetable, I have given you enough time to clear your backlog. Okay, every Saturday is a day to clear backlog. This is basically for students who have not done their revisions till now. All right, so you can do things in 2 days. You can do PYQs and say TND, and you are left. Suppose you are able to do physio, you are not able to do biochem. Do it on the backlog day. So this Saturday, which is a backlog or revision day, this is for the students who have not done their preparations well, who need extra time. All right, you can't do many things. You can do 2 things only, but you need extra time. So you can use this backlog or revision time and do your preparation. All right. Okay. Excited to follow this timetable. All right, do let me know how you fare at the end of it. I was well prepared for INI CT, but I got tired before 10 days. That happens, Meet. Talk to me 10 days before the next exam and I'll try to help you of the tiredness. All right. Okay. Why clear INI CT? So that your monthly salary can be 1.4 lakhs a month and not 40,000 a month. Okay, dental bud polyclinic, that's an answer to your question. So that your salaries can be much better than the state colleges. That's why you should clear INICT. Are private colleges bad? My age is 29, so I can take private college. Please advise me. No, private colleges are not bad. A lot of private colleges have excellent infrastructure, have excellent patient flow, have excellent teachers. So I'm not saying that they are bad. Just make sure that your private college has good patient flow and it's not very expensive. Okay. The only thing is the private college will not give you a stipend. All right. So that's the disadvantage. A lot of private colleges are also good. Okay. But we always say that you aim at the moon, so you land at the stars. So why target a private college? Target a good government college. It's okay if you land into a private college. I'm not saying that they are bad. Some of them are very good. Some of them are better than so many government colleges, but they'll not give you a stipend. And some of them do not have enough patience for the residents to learn. All right. So that's how you have to make a judgment call. How many revisions are needed before exam? Ideally, at least 3 to 4 revisions. When I took a drop after internship, I took a 1-year drop. I did 7 revisions. In 1 year, I could very easily do 7 revisions of the whole syllabus very easily. I mean, of course, I was very dedicated. I sat down, I didn't celebrate birthdays, and I was very disciplined. But I could do 7 revisions in 1 year. Because every revision is shorter than the previous revision. First revision will take a long time. Second revision will take, so first revision might take 6 months. Okay. Second revision will take, say, 4 months. Third revision will take only 1 month or 2 months. And like that, because I was also preparing an internship, so I could do all together, I could do 7 revisions. If not 7, you can do at least 3 to 4 revisions. 3 to 4 revisions will give you enough confidence for a good rank. Okay. All right. Now I think it's becoming too many personal questions. I've got 1.7 in INI CET. I'm so scared of self-doubt. Can I do my INI? Yes, you should try, Amrinder. You should definitely try. When should we sleep and when should we wake up? Ruhani, I have given a separate timetable for early risers, those who rise early, and for night owls, those who study late in the night. It's there in the app. You can go to the app. You can go to an orientation session. In that, I have given a timetable for early risers that if you wake up early, you should do this. You should wake up now and sleep now. If you study late in the night, I've given a timetable accordingly. All right, so you can go to the app and watch the orientation session for that. When can be the date according to you? Again, a very, very bad question, Dash. I'm very unhappy with this question. I just told you in the beginning when, why. We are not going into that path. We are going to be prepared. All right. So we are not going to waste our time on that. And I think I've answered most of your questions, which are preparation based. Now you guys are taking liberty and asking me a lot of personal questions here. So you can get back to me personally on Telegram. I think we'll finish the session here. I hope it was useful. Please let me know if this was useful and this will help and guide you how to move forward and prepare for both INI, CET and NEET. Please do give me a feedback just now so that I also know whether it was useful. Any recommendations, any comments? What date should we keep in mind? For now, keep 16th March in mind. Okay, because that is the earliest possible date. So keep 16th March in mind. Having said that, it is not the final date that I'm announcing. It's a prospective date that can come. So keep 16th March in your mind. All right. So Aparajita, I am not a technical person to answer your subscription dates. You can take the help of your buddy. She'll help you with the dates and all. So I will not be able to calculate your subscription based on the dates. Take help of your buddy here. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. This is all what I needed to know whether it was useful. So I wish a very happy learning to all of you. Good night. We will post the timetable in the comments and you can also take help from that. And you can modify it according to your own likes and dislikes. Okay, I don't like anatomy with surgery, so I'll do anatomy with prostho. So that's your choice. But this is a recommendation which will help you. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you all. Those who are there in the academy, I'll see you all tomorrow morning at 8:45 in the morning. Happy learning. Study well. Stay positive. Okay. Good night.